What's up, YouTube? So today we have a UU battle, Wi-Fi black and white, against this guy named Jack. I found him in Smogon. We got Wi-Fi battle searcher, and well, let's check out his team real quick. He has a Bronze Song, a Porygon Z, and Napoleon, a Munchamp. I forgot that guy's name, and a Victini. And I have my UU team. It doesn't really seem any threats. The Bronze Song might be a pain in the ass trying to get him down, but I think this will be a good match, so let's get it in. So we have here, and he's gonna lead off with his Bronzong, while I lead off for my Registeel Stealth Rocks, and I think he goes for the Stealth Rocks as well, or no, he actually goes for the Trick Room, and I'm like, damn, he went for the Trick Room. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I already saw it already, man. But it's all good. He goes for Stealth Rocks. He's obviously gonna be quicker than me since what's it called? Trick Room is on, and I go for some Message Talk, trying to get some damage on him, and it does. I don't know, pretty much like 15-20%. His damage went down, so I'm looking good. And I know he can't really touch me because he's not Bronzong, but I forgot he has Earthquake and he has Earthquake. But you know what? I'm specially defensive, bulky, Registeel, and look how little damage it does for being super effective. So you go for some Message Talk, once again to get some damage on him. And now he's like to half. That's always great. But after leftovers, he's gonna be like 55% around there. And my leftovers kicking as well, so that's great. And let's do this. So he actually withdraws Ding Dong and he takes out Mike. But you know what? I switched out to my Sexalia, my Cresselia, and it's all good. You can't do anything to me. What? You didn't expect me to switch out like that, did you? Now he is faster than me since Trick Room is up, but it doesn't matter. But he withdraws. It's kind of obvious, and he takes out back his Bronzong. But it's all good. It's all good. So I actually go for the substitute right here and start calm mining up real quick, because that's what my Sexalia does. It pretty much just calm mines, and when it's ready to fight, it fights out. And I know this Ding Dong can't do a lot to me because he has Earthquake, I think Iron Head, and Trick Room, and I don't know the other one, and Stealth Rocks. So he's pretty useless right now. So I'm just gonna calm mine, get my special attack and my special defense up, and he actually goes for another Trick Room. Just seeing that the time has ended, so this Trick Room was really a pain in my ass because most of his team is slow. So most of mine are fast because, you know, I have Victini, I have Galad, I have Milotic is kind of it's like normal, and I have a Heracross, so that's good. So he takes out a Surge, and I'm like, electric. What can this guy do to me? I mean, I don't think he can do a lot to me, right? What's the worst that can happen? So I just go for another Calm Mind. Keep getting these boosts up. So I believe I'm now +2, and it looks like he has the leftovers, the lefties on this Surge. And I do too have the leftovers, so that's pretty cool. And now he goes for the Crunch, and I'm like, oh, that's why you switched out for the Crunch. And obviously my substitute fades, but it's okay. So I go for the Psychic, and that's great. But it doesn't do that much as I expected. I mean, +2, but it did nice. It should be a 3-hit KO. It should be a 3-hit KO, and I'm feeling pretty good right now because Crunch, I mean, after my special defense up, I can take a few crunches, maybe 2 or something like that. So let's just keep going, spam that Psychic. But now he actually goes for the Coil, and I'm like, damn it, Coil, that can't be good. That cannot be good. His attack, defense, and his accuracy rose. But you know, I just go for the Psychic because, you know, it's special attack, so the defense is not really gonna do a lot to him, and it takes it down. So I'm like, maybe if I get a critical on the next turn, I might win. But he actually gets the special defense down due to Psychic. Thank God. So now I'm looking pretty good. I mean, I can probably take him down the next Psychic without a critical, and with a critical, obviously I take him out. So let's see what happens. And he goes now for the Crunch, +1 attack, and you know what? I'm pretty bulky, 427 HP, and you know what? I take it. I take it good, not even half damage, but it actually takes my defense well. So I go for another psychic, and hopefully take this surge out. And yes, I take him out. Great. So my Saxilli is looking pretty good right now, and he gets his leftovers back, and now he goes out to his ding dong, and I'm predicting he goes for the trick room since the dimensions are done already. So I could go for hitting power fight, suspecting that it would do something to it, you know, but actually didn't do a lot to it. I mean, not a lot. So now he goes for the trick rooms. Now I'm slower, and now this is where he starts spamming his Iron Head, because that's really the only thing he can do to me. So just doing this is actually my first black and white battle that I've done. I finally got the Wi-Fi done with the Desmium and stuff like that. It was a really pain in the ass. I mean, I had so many troubles, but finally got it. Thank God. And so let's do this. I actually go for a Calm Mind, thinking that he can't do a lot to me. And actually, as I told you before, he does an Iron Hand, and it does a lot. Well, not a lot, but it does quite a chunk of his HP. I'm down to 141, but with leftovers 167. And he goes for the Iron Hand again, obviously. And look at that. 16, live with 16, that's great. So obviously Psychic's not going to take it down, because this ding dong is really bulky and a really pain in my ass. So he's going to take me down with Iron Head. Saxilli didn't work a lot for this. Well, at least he took down his Surge. That was pretty grateful. And he takes me down with Iron Head, and now I was thinking to go out my Victini and do the V-Crate, but I realized he's packing the Earthquake, so it's not good. So I actually go for my Galad. I should be able to take down this ding dong with my Galad. After a Swords Dance, he goes for the Iron Hand, does nearly 50%. I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble, because I went for the Sword Dance. So I'm like, no. The good thing is, I think the dimensions were off this turn, so it's all good. I can Night Slash him and hopefully take him out. I didn't want to do close combat because I didn't want my defense to go down. You know what? I can take him down with a Night Slash. I'm +2, so yeah, this ding dong is gonna go down. But what? He lives with like 1%, man. Are you serious? And he gets the trick room. I'm like, oh man, now he's faster. And he lived with 1%, 1 health. Come on, man. This ding dong. So you know what? I switch out because I'm gonna need this Galad for later, and I go for my Reggie Steel, knowing that he can't do much to me, because he's probably gonna go for the Iron Head again, and that's not gonna do much. And I'm not gonna take an Earthquake from him, so it doesn't matter. So I just want to take this ding dong down, do it with Semesic Toss, and hopefully take him down, because this guy is really annoying. And he gets lefties up. Now this is like a pretty much stole match. I don't know if you want to call it that, but it's all good. It's all good. You got my lefties, yeah. So now it's 2 steals against 2 steals. He goes for Earthquake, but you know what? I'm especially defensive, bulky, Registeel, like I said before, and I take it on pretty good. Look at that, not even in a red zone. Semesic Toss, I go for the Semesic Toss and take this ding dong out finally, man. About time. So now he takes out his Machamp, his Mike. I wonder why he named it that. Probably, I don't know. That's a weird name. So it's all good. So he takes out his Mike. I knew he would take him out, so I'm not worried. I mean, I don't really care. I don't want. This Registeel has done enough, so I'm just gonna go for the Toxic and get the Toxic Hazard on him. And he actually goes for the Bulk Up, so I'm like, I might be in trouble, but then again, not. So doing the fact that I'm actually faster than him is good, so I can go for the submissive toss again and get some more damage on him. That would be great. So he gets poison damage. I go for the submissive toss. Seismic toss, I mean. I don't know why I say that. I always say the pronunciation. And it does pretty good damage to him. Look out. And he goes for the punch. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. It said that, but I didn't read it. Dynamic punch. There it is. I know I had a tip of the tongue, but it didn't want to come out. So he goes for his might. So I go for my Fury Cross. You know, I can take him down with like a Mega Horn or something. And I'm resistant to fight, so he can't do much to me. So he actually withdraws his mic. I'm like, who did he take out? He takes out his V-Crate, and I'm like, yes, went for the U-turn. Good play on my part. And after point starts, so he goes for the Mega. I go for the Mega Horn, I mean. And does quite a lot, but he resisted that. It's pretty good. This is his fire. But it's all good, it's all good. And I got my Flame Orb, because this is a Guts Heracross, so it's good. You know, I'm going to save it for later and take out my Milotic. And this guy, if I was him, I would win for the Fusion Bolt, predicting the switch, but it's okay. He goes for the V-Crate. Good on my part. And you know what, I'm just thinking I can take him out with the Scald, you know, next turn, so it's all good. And since its speed fails, I might be able to outspeed him. But look at that V-Crate, it does a little bit more than half, and I was actually surprised by the damage it did. I mean, it's pretty impressive, V-Crate. But it's okay, because you know what, I got my Scald up, man. So let's do this. And I go for the Scald, but he actually withdraws. He switches out to his mic, so I'm like, what? I can take him down. Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Scald, I'm able to take him down. Hopefully, but you never know. He might live with that 1 HP. So it's all good, because I know his V-Crate next turn, due to the Stealth Rocks, he should be able to die. So he probably saved it for Death Fodder. But it's all good. I'm in the lead right now. And he takes out his Wappa WPA2. And I'm like, this guy probably has Triforce and all that, so I'm thinking it might be a threat. But then again, I have close combat on both two of my guys, on my Galad and my Heracross. So I'll actually go for the Dragon Tail because I don't want to see his ass. And now he goes for his Empoleon, and I'm like, damn it, man, I wrong Dragon Tail switch, but it's okay. I mean, water against water, what could be the worst? And he actually goes for the Grassland. I'm like, damn it, yeah, I should have known he's packing the Grassland. Most Empoleons are. I had an Empoleon packing Grassland as well, and it does a lot of damage, I guess. And I go for a Dragon Tail because I don't want to see his ass, but it actually missed. But it's all good. So you know what? He's probably gonna go for another Grassland, and I go for the Skull, trying to get the burn on him. But actually, I don't get the burn on him. That sucks. But it's okay. He goes for Grassland. It takes me out. I don't need my Milotic anymore because the main thing was for his V-Crate. But next turn he's gonna die off to Stealth Rocks. Yeah. So I take out my Hey Man and go for the close combat anything, because you know what? He's left with V-Crate and stuff, and he actually takes out his V-Crate and he dies off to Stealth Rocks, like I said, and he actually takes out his Death Fodder. Now go for the close combat. It doesn't do shit. You know, I should actually went for the Swords Dance there, but no need for Swords Dance. I can take down his team with close combat, and this would probably be the game, the final game. So his attack rolls, but it doesn't matter. I go for the close combat. Take this Porygon Z down. No, my bad, Porygon 2. I always get them confused. They look pretty much alike. I mean, yeah. So take him down, thank God. And now he just left with his Empoleon, and I can take it down. I'm pretty sure I can take it down with close combat. Even though if I can, I still have my Heracross for another close combat, double close combat, just in case. But I go for the close combat, and he dies. Thank God. That was a good game against Jack. Bronzong was very annoying. You know, and that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Bye bye.